What's up, YouTube? Who that comics and movies coming at you with a little video, a little update video on the whole IG bad shipper refund fiasco. Uh, so that's where we're at. I'll talk about that in a second. Got some actually good news from where I posted that, so I'll share all that. Shout out to Willy Wonka's in the house. Great legend. Appreciate the kind words, legend. Appreciate it. Jigs was in the house. Willy Wonka. I know I was late. I was doing something with the family. Christina Payne is in here. And Michael Baker. So before we get on to it, please make sure you smash that thumbs up button, please, as well. So I want to talk about the super chat giveaway. So this is the super chat giveaway. This is actually a builder super chat giveaway or an upgrade super chat builder. So as of right now, this is what we're going after for the super chat giveaway. Wonder Man #1 and a 9.8 from 1991. So $2 will get you entered in on the wheel. $5 will get you 3 entries on the wheel, and so on and so forth. If you are a channel member, you get automatically multiple entries in to win this. So, but like I said, as we get more super chats, the prizes increase, get more. You know what I'm saying. So we only had one super chat so far. This is going to end. So I want to do a really big book. That's why I'm giving it more time. So it's going to be at the end of the year. So end of the year is going to be the deadline. And we'll give away this book, hopefully more or even bigger books. So that's what I just want to mention. I'll mention it again at the end. So if you want to super chat and you got a question about what's going on, you're more than welcome to ask it and hang out. So this video was actually going to be a lot more. I'd say I have to take deep breaths time to make sure I don't say anything crazy. But so what happened with the IG, y'all saw the video of the box that was destroyed, not destroyed, but basically took a lot of damage. 2 slabs were in there with 1 piece of bubble mailer and like about a half a box of packing peanuts, maybe less than a half. And books total out of payments were $1,760. So $1,760 I paid. That included the shipping cost that he had, which was $20. That's how much I paid. So sent it back immediately when there's gonna be a little story with this, so just bear with me. So y'all saw the video, did the unboxing, had some cracks on both of the slabs. The seller opted to take the books back instead of paying for a reholder, which he will have to do a reholder anyway or sell it at a discount. But that's for him to know in the future. But so he didn't want to do a reholder. He wanted to get them sent back for a refund. I'm cool with that. Because I spent a good little bit of money on it, and was more than happy to get my money back. So sent the books back. I packaged it like it should be packaged. Sent it back. Also added signature confirmation because I didn't want any shenanigans or any foolery going on. What's up, Uncanny Kyle Walker? Look, Kyle, I will drop the link, Kyle, if you want to do like an off-air hangout, or anybody else wants to do off-air hangout. We're more than happy to join with the off-air hangout. What did Michael Baker say? He says, absolutely. Oh yeah. And what's so funny about the poor packaging, Michael, is I literally got a message the same day I received that box about somebody saying, "Oh man, I was about to message you about your package you sent me because it was like pretty beat up, but when I unboxed it, man, you had it packaged good." He's like, "Thank you so much. Nothing was damaged. Everything was great." I asked him to kind of leave a review on Instagram about the situation, and I don't think he has. But yeah, I was happy to get that message, and that's another the side story I just wanted to put in there. But like I was saying, so I sent the books back, packaged them really nice. They arrived there Friday, but I guess the address he gave me, nobody was home during the day. Um, he told, and this sale was all through in a consignment page. He did a live sale through a consignment page, and that's how I purchased the books. Um, and I've dealt with the seller before as a buyer. He's bought from me before, so that's the reason why I was in his live sale. So, and I'll get into the consignment page because I actually don't follow the consignment page. So, because this consignment page I really don't follow because I deal with a different consignment page. Shout out to Elite Comics 11. But I follow the seller. So I got in the seller sale, doing things. So didn't think nothing of it. So, but like I said, sorry I'm like rambling all over the place, but I'm just trying to be mindful, respectful, and not say anything wrong. But so like I said, the books got sent back. They arrived Friday. Nobody was at the residence to sign for the package. Um, I sent the alert, so I can get the emails when it arrives, gets picked up, blah, blah, blah. He tells the consignment page, pick it up Friday, and then he would have to be picked up Saturday. And I thought that was fishy because if anybody's gotten packages, if you miss a signature, no, you can usually get it the same day. You might have to wait towards the end of the day, but you still will be able to get it the same day, which I did get an alert about. I got an alert from the post office saying, "Oh, your package is ready to pick up. This is Friday. You can come pick it up Monday through Friday this time." So I was like, why did he tell him Saturday when I'm just getting an alert for that? So that's one little issue we had, one little red flag. So he finally picks it up. Saturday. And Jigs or Kyle or anybody, if y'all want to join on a link and we could talk backstage afterwards, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to join. And we just talk backstage. So that was that. So he picked it up Saturday. He proceeds to tell me that he was going to refund me $17.40. Now, if you remember my previous statement, I paid $17.60. So I was like, so I sent them a little screenshot of what the price was, and saying because he asked, "Does that seem right?" And I said, no, it does not seem right. I paid $17.60, and I sent them the screenshot of the payment stuff that he sent, saying $17.60. So he proceeded to tell me that he was basically going to keep the $20 for his shipping costs. And only send me $17.40. So I'm going back and forth with him trying to explain the situation. Even had my beautiful wife, to help me kind of type it out without being so, because I can kind of wear some of my emotions on my sleeve or on my chest or whatever you want to call it. So we typed around to make him understand. It's like, I should get $17.60. I paid $17.60. You shouldn't keep shipping costs. You're not a vendor where you have a restocking fee, because they have certain companies that, you're like, oh, you buy, this is a 10% restocking fee or something, whatever the percentage usually be with the restocking fee on those companies. But he kept going back and forth, nothing looked like it was getting resolved. What's up, K-pop? Appreciate you, K-pop. So it feels like nothing was getting resolved. I ended up saying, just send me the $17.40, because I just wanted to be done with the whole situation. I was like, it felt like I was going to get into either a scam or he wouldn't send me the money at all situation. So I ended up caving after 3 attempts to try to get him to send me the correct amount, because I wanted my money at this point. I shouldn't have to go back and forth to get. I should be able to get all my money and not a portion of my money. Even though it's only $20, it's still my money I spent, because because if you have to think about it, people who buy and sell comics or people who just ship anything, I had to ship those books back to him on my own dime. And with the signature confirmation and the extra insurance, I end up paying more than the $20 that he charges for the shipping. I didn't even want that money back. I just wanted the full amount that I paid you back. Um, so, um, so yeah, um, so that's on that case. What's up? Wilbert actually comes with a good idea. Look at that. It says not cool. Sales should have given you a full refund. Sent you a label to cover returns. Actually, I didn't even think about, you purchasing the label and sending it to the person. That's even a better idea. I'm going to have to remember that, Wilbert, if I ever come across that situation. Like this, when I receive the book, full refund, but here's a shipping label so you don't have to worry about the shipping. I appreciate that, Wilbert, because that's a good note take to think of that. And I really don't usually think about that, but yeah. So I end up getting the 1740 back, and I was just like, I ended up contacting the consignment page that he dealt with, because if you know anything about consignment pages, you normally have to pay a percentage of your sales to the consignment page for using their platform to sell. Sorry, that was my elbow that just popped. So I contacted them, told them the situation, told them like I ended up just taking the 1740, about $20, not including the $24 plus that I spent to ship it back. It has a good ending, a good thing at the end. So it's like I just let you guys know it does have a good thing at the end. So the consignment page DM me back, ask me some questions because they want to just know all the facts. And they asked me, and I told them about what was going on about the money, about the $20 taken out. They actually said, "Did you explain this to they actually, said they were going to take care of it. They actually were going to pay me the $20. They were going to pay me the $20. And I was actually, I didn't see that because I was out with my family, and so because I would have sent them my email and just $20 move on. But they end up contacting the seller, and I guess they explained it to the seller, and so what's up, Davy Jones? He says horrible, pay $44 for a bad experience. I would say it has a good ending at the end. So the consignment page end up contacting the seller, and I'll give a shout out to the consignment page. Like I said, I don't follow them, but I followed the seller, and the seller used their consignment page. But it was Grails Comics. Like I said, I'm a Elite Comics 11 fan up through and through. Used them 100%, but it was through Grails. But I followed the seller. Try to clear off that I follow the seller. So Grails Comics, shout out to them for working with me, talking to me, keeping everything communication. They reached out to the seller, and he did end up paying me not only the $20 he owed me, but the $24.63. He actually did the whole 24. So he actually sent me $44.63. I guess after they had to contact him and I guess explain, like, dude, you can't do that. You can't keep a portion of the of the money, even if it's $1, you can't keep a portion of the money, and say I'm keeping it for shipping costs when the seller paid, when the buyer paid for all this, so he ended up sending a whole amount. I would say it had a good ending. I'm 99.9999% sure I would never use that seller again. Buy from that seller again. We say it like that. Buy from that seller again. And when I say 99.999, like when I say all of nines, basically 100%. Only reason I didn't say 100% because if we're in person, I can see working out a deal and high five and dapping you. Be like, all right, we cool, blah blah blah, and doing a deal in person. That's probably the only way I'll do a deal with him again. So like I said, shout out to Grails Comics for working with me. We're actually willing to pay the $20 out of their pockets to kill the whole situation. So definitely shout out to Grails Comics for fixing that. Willing to fix that and even contacting the seller to fix that. They end up doing the right thing. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna totally say like for my bad experience with this seller, I would never buy from him again. Um, the seller's Dr. Brady Comics, I believe. Um, you guys can have your own experience, but that was my experience. So that's why I would say I wouldn't buy from him. Like I said, I only probably would buy from him if it's in person. Um, so that's the seller's name. Um, if you guys know about it, that's it. So like I said, it's Dr. Brady's Comics. Dr. Brady's Comics. Um, that's the whole person I had the whole bad experience with. And like I said, shout out to Grail's Comics for helping the communication, even willing to pay the $20 to deal with it. But it shouldn't even have to come to that point. Once I send you the items back, I should have just got my 1760 back and moved on. You know, I ended up restricting the seller. I didn't block him. I ended up restricting the seller um, because I don't want to deal with him anymore. Uh, Communication between me and him, we don't need to have any. I think he sent me a request, like I said, some communication, sent him something. I'm not even gonna look at it. It's gonna stay into the request pile and move on. But what's up, Jigs? Jigs said, "Don't blame you." So yeah, that was just my experience. I wouldn't buy. I wouldn't. So I just wanted to get that out there for other people. My experience, like I said, it had a positive ending. Had a positive ending without a lot of effort. It's like I felt like I had to work hard for the full amount of refund. Wilbur says, "Sir should have just paid you to get refund." I actually talked about this in one of my other videos. Wilbur. Sales should have just paid for you to reholder if that would have fixed the problems. It would have. And I actually did a video because he says, and got pics from you to claim the $100 insurance. Correct. My wife even said that part. Uh, those claims are usually a slam dunk. They would have been because I actually did a video of the unboxing and showed the box and took pictures over. So you actually are 100% correct. Because my wife said, he didn't have insurance on it? I said, he had insurance because he shipped a priority. And it includes $100 insurance. So he had insurance, which he could have did the way you exactly said. Because guess what, Wilbert? And everybody else. And I'm addressing Wilbert because he wrote the statement. The reholder cost would have been under $100. I did the math for it. Since that book was an expensive book, it would have been $50 for that book, $25 for the other book, that's $75. And I was only asking for $20 for the shipping, even though those would have got shipped separate. And I wasn't including the payment I had to pay to ship those books out. So I was only asking for $95 to cover the reholder, but I wasn't including the extra $20 because those books don't ship together. And I was including the basically $17 to ship it to them. And he turned it down and he wanted to send me a refund. So I actually agree with you. I've done that before, Wilbert. Because I actually had a buyer once receive something and it did get damaged. And he was like, at first he was like, dude, like it's you package these things like a Fort Knox. It's definitely not on you. It's on, shipping. But guess what I did? I still sent them at the time. I think the reholder at this time, the reholder was on $15. I sent them $20 still as a reholder, even though he told me not to. Oh, I figured I know it was being way more fair when how I explained the numbers. And he said this, but I did give him the option. I said, hey, this is how much it's going to cost a reholder. That doesn't include, the extra $20 shipping and the shipping costs I have to send to him. Or or I can send it back and you can just send me a refund. He chose the or option, send it back and give me a refund. And we wouldn't. So if he'd have just did what you said, Wilbert, and my wife even suggested, and I actually said at the jump, I would still have the books. Well, actually, it'd probably be en route to CGC to get reholdered already. So we wouldn't even been at this point. But you got to have these experiences, I guess. And sometimes you got to have these experiences and, deal with things and deal with people. So and you kind of learn from these experiences. Just like you had said earlier, Wilbert, about this send the shipping label. I never even thought about that in one of my own situations. So that's actually a good point. As you know, that see how you can learn even if you've been doing this for like I've been doing it for like 15 years. Um, so that is that. Why don't you let me on your live? Hey, why don't the link is in the chat? Um, but um, but like I said, had a good ending at the end. Um, Shout out to Grails um, for working everything out. What? Great Legend, what you talking about? I'm not telling the whole story. What whole story would you like to tell, Mr. Brady Smith? What whole story? Because all I did was unbox it live, send you pictures, say we could do this route or this route. You chose the other route. I sent them back to you. You didn't want to send the 1760, so what's up, Jason? Who is this? Well, is this guy? So, but it's like I said, end up positive. Not trying to say anything negative, not to be any attitudes. Like I said, ended up being in a positive note. Um, how about the deal? You basically get the Batman 235, but that was during the claim sale, sir. How do you compare something during a claim sale to the experience of shipping poorly and trying to withhold the total amount when you get the books back? I don't understand. I don't understand how do you try to compare the claim sale during a claim sale to the end of a matter. Those two don't even go together. I whined about $20 because it's my money that I paid for. And so I would have whined about $1. If I paid you a certain amount, I would want that full amount back. I like you actually all your comments are not making you look great right now. So you see people laughing. Like your comments are not making you look great. So yeah. And this is what people, and I'm gonna let other people in the comments say the stuff. I'm not even saying that. So yes, I'll complain about a penny because I paid for the full amount. So yeah. And I did tell people it had a good ending and you sent the whole amount. I did send that. I did say that. So I'm not going to argue with a person in the chat. I had the link in the chat. You're more than welcome to join. But I actually said it ended in a positive note. I gave a shout out to Grails. I just said I wouldn't deal with you online anymore. I would deal with you in person. I actually gave a positive set. I would actually deal with you in person. But yes, I would complain about, and people in the chat are telling you they would complain about as little as $5. Somebody just said they would cuss you out for $5. So I don't know what you're trying to prove. Your comments are not helping you. Like I said, I didn't go any malicious, any say anything bad. So Grails could actually ban me if they want, and I hope the other folks ban you. I hope they all ban you. But they were very positive. So Joey Bags of Sevens, yes, it is. Yes, he is. So, and I didn't choose to return the books. I gave an option, and he chose to take the books back. So I gave him, I could send it in for a reholder, or if you want the books back for a refund, gave him an option. So sorry you feel that way, but if a group wants to ban me, um, because of somebody else trying to steal money, that's on them. So, and yes, people, all these people here buy stuff online. Joey, he buys stuff online. Michael Baker, all these people buy stuff online. They want to know who good sellers are and good buyers are. Jigs Kingdom buys a ton of stuff online. So they want to know. Wilbur buys a ton. Wilbur buys a ton. So they want to know good buyers and good sellers. So I'm not I'm not getting your anger. I just told them my experience. And going on from there. So let's see. Getting the boy. And like I said, I'm not doing this for content. I'm actually doing this to say a positive outcome at the end. I'm like, why I got that highlighted? I got this highlighted. And I took care of you. Took care of you, Mike. I thought you already had a wrench. Never submit your Doctor Strange. Oh yeah. B. Raimi. My Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange 169. I sent it to Dustin. And it's getting submitted very soon. So what's up, Drew Burr? Drew Burr, how you doing? I put the link in the chat, Jigs. Jigs, I put the link in the chat. I'll put the link again if he wants to join. But Jigs or somebody else, I would love for you guys to be a moderator if he wants to jump on. So I'll put the link again in the chat. I don't remember, B. Raimi. I don't. Just DM me. I don't remember. I do not remember. But he's more than happy to join. I actually put the link twice in the chat. But we would need a moderator at this point because I'm calm and I don't want him to come in here and yelling. But yeah, I got you, B. Raimi. Yeah. So, but he says, you're telling people and you won't buy from. I'm telling people I wouldn't buy from you online. I'm telling you, I wouldn't buy from you online, but I would be more than happy to buy from you in person. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna let my boy Kyle Walker in here first. We do have Mr. Brady backstage. Jigs, if you're available, you're more than welcome to jump on. What's up, Kyle? How you doing?
How are you, man? Are you good? It's been a while.
Oh yeah, I'm doing good. So
yeah,
trying to deal with this whole situation without people getting so upset. But
yeah.
Jigs join because I'd rather have Jigs as a moderator before I just let him in to probably start yelling about everything. But how you doing, Kyle?
I'm good. All my action figures fell down just before behind me. So I'm just sorting them out. I was, the story. I was mucking around with them like I do sometimes, and I knocked one, and then the whole lot fell down. So I'm just sort of tidying up.
I'm gonna call Jigs and see if Jigs will just join as a real quick.
How is the chat? Hello, Legend, Jigs. All right, I'm taking over then, am I? So, how's everybody? Um, oh, okay. Shall I show some books while he's reading Jigs,
All
eh?
right, I got Jigs
Are
joining, and
you
I'll
back?
let Mr. Brady in just to let him know I'm not just, you know,
Welcome back.
but we don't need any of the, any crazy comments in the chat just to let people know. Oh, Drew, you have to hit me up. I have to send your your win from the charity, Drew. So please DM me, Drew, so I can send your win for the charity. Um, I'll probably add some books to it as well. So yeah, Drew. And Drew became a channel member. Look at Drew, man. What's going on, Drew? I got to give him a little cowabunga. So, Jigs is supposed to join. I don't know if he's gonna come. I'm just gonna let him in, and like I said, we'll go from there. Go from there. This says, oh shit, connection is unstable. I look all right, Kyle.
Yeah, you look good. Is it me?
No,
Connection?
no. It's telling me my connection was unstable.
Okay.
So,
All
right, we're gonna let the person who sold the book in. Hopefully, we just have a civil conversation, and we'll move on from there. So, Mr. Brady Smith.
Hey, thanks for
How
letting
you
me
doing,
on.
sir?
I
No
appreciate it.
problem, sir. No problem, sir.
I just want to know why you decided to take a private conversation that was being dealt with to your satisfaction and make a public announcement that you don't think you should buy from me or that I've done something wrong. I'd like to know what you think I did wrong because you restricted me from talking to you on Instagram. And apparently, this is great content for your YouTube channel. I'd like to know what part of our interaction didn't go your way.
So I kind of explained all that if you saw the beginning.
No, I didn't. So please explain it to me. I don't care about your followers. I care about what you.
Well. Let's chill out because when you should have been checking your messages, you were making TikTok videos, but we're not going to talk about that. All right. So I purchased a book, like I said, from you.
You did.
Like I said, I said 2 books from you, and I explained. And I actually did a video of the unboxing. I only do videos of the unboxing when stuff looks like it could be damaged because I don't want people to say I did that myself. Blah blah blah.
So you wanna blame me for crappy packaging? Got it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad packaging. You can't refute that. Like I showed us. How you doing, Jigs? You can't refute the one piece of bubble wrap and a little bit packing peanuts. Let's just move on from that.
I had 35 sales from that live sale, and
but you wanted me to explain everything. But can I just finish and then you can go if that's fine? Yeah, I'll explain everything. You can go and explain your side. So it's like, so we message each other, and I did message you, and I said, this is how much it's going to cost for reholders. I didn't include.
You didn't message me that. You did not give me a cost for how much. You gave me a screenshot of the CGC website, and you did not say that was your
screen.
And you did not say that was your preferred. You did not say that was your preferred option. You asked me what I wanted to do, and I thought I was helping you out by just giving you a full refund. You did not express at all that was your number one priority choice was to get them reholdered. That was not expressed at all. You asked me what I want to do, and I said, just give them back to me. I'll give you a full refund because I thought that would be the best thing, the easiest thing, instead of paying money to CGC and waiting a month for a reholder to come back. So I offered you a full refund. You accepted without any inclination that that's not what you wanted.
So I could finish now?
Well, yeah.
Okay. All right. So That's that part. I had two options. You said send it back for a real refund, like you just said. I
And you
had no
said, yeah.
problem with that. I had no problem with that because it's you can choose either or. You can just send the whatever, or I
That's
could
right.
send it back.
You had no problem with that.
So, but that's why I sent the screenshot of the CGC website because I didn't want you to say how much I was charging, how much reholder was, whatever. But so sent the books back. That was an issue. I paid $24.63 to get the sent back, which I wasn't looking for that money back at all. I even told Grails that. Um, I said I
But
was just looking for the
can we just
full.
let everyone know you got that back without asking for it? You got that
Yes,
back.
yes. And I asked Grails, could I send that $24.63 back because I wasn't asking for that. I did ask them that.
Hey,
Oh, I
And they
know.
said no.
They've sent me all your screenshots with them as well.
Yeah. So
I know exactly
yeah,
what you've been saying to Grails.
yeah. So that's perfectly fine. So 17 you proceeded to send 1740 back and said
Nope.
you were going to keep you did send 1740 back at first. Yes,
I
you did.
only sent it once you confirmed that's what you told me. That once you told me to do that. Read the chat.
Because I was tired of going
wouldn't
back and
send
forth.
you. I explained it to you that shipping is not included in the refund. I was only refunding the books. Shipping's on the buyer. If that's what that's what you chose. So shipping's on the buyer. That's how things are regularly done. And I'm sorry if that wasn't clear, but then you started to complain about $20, and you've now snowballed this whole thing into what it is, over $20.
So everybody I've dealt with in here who's bought stuff from me before, bought stuff before, even
bought
people
stuff from
on
you
the
before.
panel, and people on the panel, nobody would say I'm going to keep $20 or whatever the shipping cost is if you ask for a refund. You would get the whole I actually dealt with that before, and I gave the person a full refund. So I don't know what that everybody keeps. I guess that's a restocking fee. I guess you would say it is to keep the $20. I never heard of that for a private seller to hold a portion of the money.
Yeah, if you deal with any auction house, it's exactly the same with any
That's an
auction
auction
house. If you
house.
were to ever get refund from an auction house, you would never get shipping back.
We're private. We're not an auction house.
Right. You paid for the shipping of the books to your location,
yes.
and then that was paid for. That was a service that was bought for, and that transaction's done.
So Brady, did you pay for shipping to send it back?
Did I pay for?
I paid for the
books.
I paid for everything. I paid for everything.
Well, that's why I ended the everything saying he paid for everything and everything was good.
Yeah.
And
Who that comic has been reimbursed for the shipping on the way there, and he's been reimbursed for the shipping on the way back.
I said that at the end that everything was done, but at first it wasn't.
No, because that wasn't the deal. You were going to get a refund for the books, not for the shipping. You get a refund for the books. The books is what you didn't want anymore, so that's what you got the refund for. Now, I realize that there's a misclarification. I should have said that before you sent it back. Shipping's on you. But that was not clear either way, either by me or by you, apparently. But I didn't know that this was going to turn into YouTube content for you, and you're going to publicly make our private interaction something that was going to be part of your content, something that I would never do. And I have a bigger social media than you do.
Oh, I understand that. I understand that, but
people haven't been doing this. How long you been doing this, Brady?
Doing what?
Selling books. Personally, you're selling books
since 2012.
All right. And you haven't had any issues before like this?
Oh, I've had, yeah. Oh, I've run into problems with you.
This was me.
Certainly.
If it was me, I would have had an issue just with it. But you don't think there was no communication issue between you two?
I just said that there was a communication issue, that when he opted for the refund, that I probably should have said to him, shipping's on you if you choose this option. Yeah. But it was the option he chose. And he made absolutely zero indication that he wished that I would have chosen a reholder fee instead. I would have been open to that conversation. He never pushed that issue. I gave him a refund because I thought that's what would be the easiest. Put it behind you, ship it to me. I'll PayPal you the money same day. And then also, by the way, he took the longest time to pay me for the books, which he got them for $1,740, which is easily $2,000 worth of books that he got a stellar deal on, and doesn't want to mention that in his YouTube.
Well, I actually mentioned that I did them on a payment plan before.
Yeah, you did get a payment plan, and I was not aware that you were, going to do a payment plan, and I didn't fight you at all, did I?
Well, it was agreed upon on a live video, so
it was not told to me during the live video. It was told to me by you in an Instagram message afterwards, and I immediately accommodated your request.
The young lady mentioned it multiple times.
It was not mentioned to me, and when you mentioned that you needed a payment plan, it was accommodated immediately, wasn't it?
It was done for, but the lady mentioned it during the live, so that's all.
Your request for a payment plan was accommodated immediately and without any kind of fight, wasn't it?
It was, but I said the lady mentioned it during the live sale multiple times.
Out of 35 different buyers, you were the last person to pay me. I never messaged you. I never bothered you. I let you pay me on your own pace. But as soon as you shipped me those books, man, I got like 12 DMs from you about the status of those books and where they were, and you got pissed that I missed the USPS and that they had to go take the box to a different carrier location, and that it took an extra day for me to go pick up those books because I couldn't get to them right away. That upsets you. And you started getting crazy in the comments, in the DMs with me and Grails. Grail sent me messages saying, "Hey, what's up with this buyer? Why is he freaking out?" So you don't return the same favor when I leave you alone for weeks to pay me money that you owe me for these books. You don't give even an hour of leniency when your books don't get picked up from the USPS location right away. I got like 12 DMs from you harassing me to get those books. And you even mentioned it in your previous YouTube video about how I didn't get those dang books. Go pick up the dang books is what you said.
Yeah.
So you're being offered a lot of leniency and you're not giving any back.
But to that point though, Brady, on the books, I understand because there's frustration because he's sending the books back. So he doesn't have his books. He doesn't have his money. You could have just said, you know what? Screw you. And that was it. And he would have been out, wouldn't he? So you understand his frustration. Us that all buy books, we should all understand his frustration.
I don't understand his frustration. I don't understand his frustration at all. No.
Really?
I don't understand why they're making a public scene of a private conversation in which Who Dat Comics got everything he effing asked for.
And he didn't say, listen, this one understand. He didn't badmouth you.
Yes, he did.
What did he say that where he badmouthed?
I wouldn't buy from this seller again, and then he named my name.
That's his opinion, but that's not bad.
That's my opinion. I didn't say. I said nobody else.
Not telling any of us not to buy from you.
That is bad mouthing, guys. I'm sorry. That's when you. Mr. Jigs Kingdom, how would you feel if I went on my social media with 300,000 followers on TikTok and said, "Don't deal with this guy"? Is that bad mouthing you?
He didn't tell anybody not to deal with you.
Okay, but that's inferred.
Well, hold on. But do you understand that? He did not tell not one of us. No one who was on his live, at no time did he say anything negative. Right now, that's the only reason I wanted to come on. That's the only reason I wanted to come on because I want anyone who's listening to just understand everything he asked for was accommodated. All right. And
the cost was the only thing that was slightly not communicated between the two parties. And it got resolved to his liking.
Listen, this could have been all resolved if you guys just had a conversation about just the reholster. Like, hey, send these off. Right. But communication fell.
He didn't ask me to send. He didn't ask for it to be reholdered. He did not ask me to pay for that. He did not ask me. He presented it as an option, and I presented another option to just give me the refund. I'll give you the refund. But
he gave it to you as an option, right? But you as the seller,
he gave it to you. Yeah, it was definitely presented as an option. Mm-hmm.
So who decided? So when the option,
he asked me what would you like to do, and I said, just return them and I'll give you a full refund. And then he immediately agreed to that.
Okay.
He was in the driver's seat. He was in the driver's seat the whole time. Not me.
When he's giving you the option, to make the decision? How is he?
He did ask me what I wanted to do.
Yes.
And that's the quickest, easiest way to do it. So yes, when he asked me what I wanted to do, that's what I said. But I was not dictating that or mandating that. He could have requested a different option had he had a preference. He didn't.
Okay. And I understand.
I just want to listen. When I sell these books to people, I accommodate just about anything anybody would ever ask of me. All right. And so for someone to take a private conversation, also, what kind of buyer are you, man? To come in, like, to make a now everybody who sells to you runs the risk, because if you don't like it, they're going to be content on your YouTube page.
Well, Mr. Brady, this is actually a very light video compared to other people who have bigger platforms, and a lot of people in the chat and actually on the panel would actually tell you that it's been way worse stuff and way worse content than this.
No, this is $20 that you decided to drag my name through the mud.
Yes, but do you understand the $20? Okay, let me just say this. Let me just say something real quick. The $20, right? So I'm not even gonna say to most of us. To almost anyone, $5 can piss a person off. If it's my money, whether it's $1, $5, $20, if it's something that I should be receiving back, because remember, you're the seller, everything should be on you. I've never seen where the seller says, "Hey, shipping's on you, buddy," but everything else, because I would be pissed about that. If you told me,
you ever buy from the CGC boards?
Listen, individual, I sell books, right? And I'll tell you now.
Do you sell, Jigs? Do you sell on the CGC boards?
No, but listen, you're an individual, right? We're not talking about what platforms you're using. You as an individual. So it's
CGC board sales are all private sales, just so you know, and it's standard that returns are on the buyer.
Brady, you know what the problem is? This is the problem. You want to get your point across, and I understand that, but you're not listening.
No, I don't even want to have this conversation, Jigs. I prefer that this never happened.
Yes, but it's happened. Right?
And whose fault is that?
It's nobody. What do you mean? Whose fault is it?
Whose YouTube channel are we on right now?
Huh?
Whose YouTube channel?
Who that channel?
That's right.
But you said it's his fault.
Who's making this a big deal?
Well, because it was his books that he was purchasing from you. Right? Didn't work out. At the end of the day, it didn't work out. So
that's all. It didn't work out. Everything.
He's been fully compensated.
So why wouldn't he be able to state this? Listen, what's the problem? If you didn't do anything wrong, right? And I'm not sitting here saying you did anything wrong. If you didn't do anything wrong, what's the problem with him coming on here stating what happened? The situation.
Can I say one more thing? I'll let you guys go. Here's the facts. Facts are he got a deal that was about 20% less than.
Who cares about that?
Can I just say what I want to say without being interrupted?
Go ahead.
You've been interrupting the whole time, and you're telling somebody about interrupting. Really?
Listen.
But you go ahead.
You say things that aren't true about our conversation.
Just telling the facts. The facts. Mm-hmm. If facts aren't true, then I guess.
Well, let me tell some facts for people who want to buy from me. I give stellar deals that are regularly 15 to 20% less than GPA data. All right. Ship out right away. All right. I have hundreds and hundreds of sales where damage is, where no damage has been ever incurred on the slabs. This was an unfortunate incident that I don't believe is anybody's fault. So, and then every single thing that Hudat wanted, he got from me. Every single thing. All right. You want to say anything else? Say whatever else you want. All right. But and not only that, I'm not the only one who has a problem with Hudat's actions. Grails also has a problem with your actions as well.
Well, that's what you're saying, right?
Oh, I can share screenshots.
Yeah, but like I said,
how do you think a big account feels when someone is complaining to them about $20?
Listen, I'm telling you this right now.
It's lame.
I personally would complain about $5.
And everyone you complain to is going to think you're lame.
It doesn't. I don't care. It's
right. That's fine.
Right?
You have the right not to care, but everyone else thinks you're annoying and nobody wants to deal with you.
But listen, I can guarantee you this: if honestly, and I don't know you from a can of paint. if let's just say we had switched this situation and this happened to me, I wouldn't be a nice guy. Now, who that's a nice guy like that? Like you said, there's no issues. My thing is this: you said you've been doing this since 2012. So tell me your shipping. We saw the shipping, how you shipped this product. You don't think that was an issue with that? See, we can go into so much stuff. My thing is,
I'm actually suspicious that some of that damage was done prior to the shipping.
So you think?
I think the label on the Batman 235 was slightly shifted already. I think that label was getting loose already. And so, yeah, there's a couple things that don't strike me as damage that was done due to shipping. So that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I do think that my shipping is sufficient. Yeah, based on hundreds, Jigs.
Yes,
hundreds.
But we all know this. Everyone who sells knows this. Anything can happen at any moment, right?
That's right. So a private conversation is what's in order.
Okay. Yes, I don't disagree with that.
Well, then tell Whodat that this whole fiasco of a YouTube, that's the problem. That's the problem.
But he didn't bash you. See,
yes, he did.
He's saying I bashed him because he said I wouldn't buy from him. That's me bashing him.
Oh, he blamed me for the packaging. He blamed me for the packaging.
Well, I showed the packaging on a video, so I'm not going that's why I unboxed it on a video.
Okay, listen, Jigs. Tell me this. You think honestly how he spoke about me puts me in a good light or a bad light?
Oh, definitely bad light. I understand that.
Okay, so he is talking about me bad.
Yes, but I would say this.
Is it unreasonable? Is it unreasonable for me to believe that he is talking poorly about me?
I mean, listen, you're definitely not top. You're not in this top 5 list. I know that.
That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
But I did end it saying that I would still, if I had to do a deal with him in person, I would do a deal with him in person. I did say that.
Well,
twice, I think. This is the 3rd time he's saying that. So,
did you hear?
Well, I don't blame you. My prices are phenomenal. You'd be silly to not do a deal with me.
But did you watch this from the beginning on what he said?
No, I did not watch it from the beginning.
This is what I want you to do whenever you get a chance. Just watch it from the beginning. Because I understand you came in and you like, well, at that
I mean, I'd appreciate it. I want to specifically ask that you remove this from your YouTube channel and that you remove it from your Instagram. That's what I'd like you to do.
Okay.
Because I think it's unfair that you take a private conversation, you make it public without any warning to me, and when every single thing you asked for, you got. You should be a happy boy right now because everything you complained about, you got exactly what you want and more.
We're gonna stop right there. And Jigs is laughing because he knows what I'm saying. Don't call another man a boy. Yeah. Don't call another man a boy.
Yeah,
don't distract from. Don't try to distract.
Don't try to.
Right. Happy little camper. Happy little camper. You got what you want.
You can. I'll take that over, boy. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Let's not get into the weeds here. You got what you want.
No.
Right?
We can get into the weeds because that is offensive, and we're gonna move on from that point. We're gonna move on from that point.
I mentioned boy because I think you're acting like a child over $20. I think it's childish, and then also just drag this into a public format.
We don't call. Listen, we're all men in here.
No, this is not manly. This is not manly at all. There's nothing manly about this. This is childish.
You might feel that way, and you have that right to feel that way. But you're not don't disrespect him, right? That's first of all. That's down. He's never disrespected
me. Is he disrespecting me, Jigs?
Listen, do you understand what you just said to him? I don't think you understand the concept what you just stated. So we don't need to do this on no damn live stream. All right, that's definitely.
Yeah, you're complaining like my kids complain to me, and when they finally complain too much, they get what they want, and they should be happy about that. Instead of being happy about that,
you're basically saying it's okay to disrespect somebody like you just did, and somebody's not can't be upset about it and correct you.
You can be upset. Yeah, you can be upset. I hope you're so
and I want
to do this again.
And I hope you're upset that you'll never do that again. Don't ever call a person especially another person of color, boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
So that's the first thing. And we're gonna say, and let me finish before you interrupt again multiple times, like you said.
Cool.
I already had removed the Instagram post.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna do another video about how I'm racist?
Nobody was saying you're racist. I just basically said, no, it's not what I just said. I said, don't call. At first, I said, don't call another man boy, and you thought nothing was wrong with that.
Well, because I don't. I didn't. It didn't even cross my head that
Y'all
it's a
about to
race.
all be blocked, banned on fucking YouTube. Because listen, Brady, I don't know you, right, at all, and I'm too grown. I definitely won't say anything crazy on here, right? I'm not that stupid. But you should watch what you say, whether you meant it or not. It can be taken disrespectful.
Okay, I meant it to be disrespectful because I do think it's acting childish. I didn't mean to be racially charged, but I meant it to be. This is childish. This is not man. There's nothing manly about what's going on right now.
You don't call him a boy.
Fair enough. I said okay.
Do we understand?
I am conceding your point, Jigs. I'm conceding your point. I'm apologizing for saying boy. Child is what I meant to say.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what I intended. This is childish to take a private conversation and to make public content out of it using someone who's actually a person to try to get some more views and try to have content for the night. This is ridiculous.
Why are you?
It actually only went up because you joined. It actually was
I know. Oh, I'm going to give you some great views. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to give you this is the best content your followers are ever going to have. For sure.
Don't listen.
For sure. But listen, I want to come out here. People want to deal with me. They can choose to deal with me. I just want to hear my piece.
They can. That's what I said.
You don't want to deal with me? You can go do whatever you want. All right. You are never allowed to buy from me in person or anything because someone who has a problem with 20 bucks, you told me everything I need to know.
And for a person not understanding that I know obviously you make a lot of money, but just because $20 is not a big deal to you doesn't mean it's not a big deal to other people.
You said you can make about $1, and I believe you. You told me that. You said that.
I said that.
You said I'd complain about $1.
It's my money.
It's
my money. I don't understand why you think money is just freely for everybody like it might be for you. But
I don't think that at all.
So people will complain about $1. People complain about 1 penny. This guy said he would actually it'd be even worse for $5. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and other people in the chat have said it. So I don't understand why it's a big deal of giving somebody, their full amount of money, But I made it a big deal because I paid a certain amount. And I expected my full amount back. So
you get the full amount for the books, and then in addition to the books, you also asked once you sent the books, you also asked to be reimbursed for the shipping. I never clearly said the shipping wasn't included, and you never clearly told me that you anticipated a return.
So that was just a miscommunication issue on both parts. And within
24 hours, it was resolved, but not before you decided to make it public. And that's my problem with you. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. You decided to make a private conversation where you got everything you want and everything you asked for to make it YouTube content where you speak poorly about me.
I speak poorly of my situation.
Everything you wanted.
To clarify, I speak poorly about my situation on my platform that other people, obviously, do a YouTube search and you'll see people speaking way worse on other people about stuff. Jigs,
Jigs, do you think, listen, I'll go with whatever Jigs says. Jigs, do you think, based on what you were watching, because you don't know me, you didn't know me before this, you know who that, did you believe that it was speaking poorly about a seller?
Yeah. Oh, this was shitty. Like, listen, but I will say this.
It was about my experience.
His experience.
But you were using my name.
But hold on. But listen,
because
I didn't know your name before a little while ago. Like, I didn't know. Like, I asked in the chat, who was that? Right? I asked who it was because I didn't know that was you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It wasn't like he just flashed, which most of us do. When we get a shitty situation, right? Yeah. whatever situation it may be, if it's a shitty situation or a situation you feel that you got stuck or something, normally we're posting somebody's name all over the place. Instagram, YouTube. He didn't do that to you.
I thought
Right?
I heard him say my name as the seller who was involved in this. So he
Doctor
wants to say,
something, right?
what's that?
It was Doctor something like that.
Yeah, he said my Instagram handle, which is my name.
Okay,
I
I
said
don't know.
it's my experience with the seller. And then
Yeah.
you popped in the chat and everybody knew who exactly what was going
No,
on.
I popped in the chat when you said my name.
So,
I waited and watched you anonymously until you said my name, and then I signed in, got in the chat, and began to defend myself from someone who was attacking me.
And you have that right. You have that right. Listen.
Yeah, but I just don't want this to come off as like, who dad is saying I was just explaining my shitty experience. No, you were explaining that I was a shitty seller. That's what you were explaining, and that's what I wanted.
I was explaining my experience.
And then Jigs as a viewer is corroborating that, yes, I, as a viewer, he viewed that as you talking shitty about me. So that's fine. Talk shitty about me.
I'm just talking about my experience I've had, and it happened to be with you.
See, now you're backpedaling, right? Now you're backpedaling. Because you were talking.
That's what I was talking about.
No,
this is, you guys are making more than what needs to be.
I'm not even making it more. I'm just saying what I explained what it was all about. It didn't need to go further and more into other stuff.
I give you credit, buddy. I appreciate you coming on here to state your listen. Your name is all you got, so I understand you're trying to protect your reputation.
As soon as he said my name, that's when I stepped in. If you wanted to leave it anonymous, you would have never heard from me. But when he decided to say, this is the seller, this is his name, this is his Instagram handle, no, man, that you crossed the line, especially for someone like, what did I even do to you? I didn't do anything to you. We had a disagreement for $20, and you got $45 in return before I ever knew this was happening. Like, I didn't do shit to you.
And that's the problem, that you think you didn't do anything. That's the biggest problem.
Okay, explain to me. Here's your chance. I will shut up. I will not interrupt you. What did I do to you?
So, first of all, the product was not shipped very good. It was shipped very poorly. So, I wouldn't even have to reach out to you if it would have been shipped correctly. That's the first thing.
Can I interject something?
Well, you said you were going to let me finish, but go ahead.
Is it possible that USPS is to blame?
They are partially to blame, but if you put one piece of bubble wrap with two very expensive slabs, it's not gonna end well.
No, it wasn't one piece of bubble wrap.
Okay. So you're saying the video, are you saying I altered the video then?
No, I'm saying there's bubble wrap in the white envelope that it went in. Then there was bubble wrap on the outside of that. Then there was peanuts packed all over the place.
Insurance through the post office. That's point blank. Get out. Y'all both need to get out. If he admitted that it's the blame from the post office, return your money, file a claim. That's it.
I just want to know: is it possible that the U.S. Post Office is that? You're saying I'm the problem. Like what I did to you. What did I do to you? Well, I packed it shitty, is what you're saying. Is it possible the USPS damaged it? And that instead of going on the internet and doing this, we could have just worked it out like men.
Well, I'm gonna end this because my daughter is getting upset.
All right, so I don't get to know what I did to you.
Like I said, I'm going to end this.
You didn't ship them right. He just told you that.
You ever ship something right and had damage to a comic book?
It can happen, yes.
Yeah, I've had it happen, and I immediately asked the person, "Would you like to get them reholdered?" And I actually told a story about that. The person actually told me I actually packaged it very well, and they didn't want any money, and I still sent them reholder money.
Yeah, but you didn't ask for that from me. You got everything.
No, I'm just telling you I'm telling you my experience with me selling and me having a damaged book. That's what you just asked a question about that. I'm telling you my experience with dealing with when I sent something and it got damaged. And the guy actually said, that's not even on you. You had as much protection you can, and it looked like they ran over it. And I said, you know what? I'm still sent him some money. that's what I did. I didn't say you did that. We had to talk about that. I'm telling you my experience of what dealing with sellers. So that's what happened on that instance.
Okay. Well, I just want you to know, I still don't know what I did to deserve to be publicly
I already
talked about
I already
in a negative
explained
way.
it was very poor packaging.
And that was
yes,
it?
The post office probably had an issue in the hand of dealing with that, but that could have probably been averted with a little extra care.
And
but
that deserved
specifically
naming me.
Like was said.
Damn, Joey.
If you have a problem with paying somebody their full refund, then you can file a claim with the United States Postal Service and receive a insurance claim on the money you paid for the shipping.
You never requested that of me. You never requested that I do that.
I just said it just now because I'm just trying to move on. Like I said, get over with it. I said I wouldn't purchase. I'm not telling anybody else to not purchase from you. I said if I dealt with you in person, I'll be perfectly fine. I said all that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go on my social media and talk about my experience with you. How about that?
Okay. All right. All right. Then I'll just leave this video up since you were gonna do that. So
yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I wasn't gonna leave the video up because you
leave it up because here it comes, dude. Here it comes.
It's fine, Mr. Brady. Like, you know, but it's like I'm not gonna. I'm
not just cut ties now.
I didn't even do anything.
That's what I was trying to do. And
all this should be gone. Nobody else is only. I don't know how many people's in here, but this is the only people that see it. Cut ties. Say okay, here. Listen.
But he wants to go further and further and further. So
no, I just want to know what I did to you. You still haven't. I mean, like, okay, let's just say I concede your point. I did shitty packaging. That deserves this.
This is nothing.
At some point,
that's what I tried to tell him.
Listen,
Mr. Hudak comment, you could just say, yeah, this is probably more than I should have done. I probably shouldn't have done this. This was probably excessive for what happened.
It's definitely. That's why I tried to tell you. You really need to look at other people's content. This is not even close to excessive. This is not even close to excessive.
It's excessive to me.
Like you said. Well, it's excessive to you. Everybody's right there.
You wanted a couple extra pieces of bubble wrap, and I get a YouTube video about me because of it. Multiple YouTube videos about me because of it.
The other YouTube videos had nothing. Didn't even say your name. Nobody knew who you were.
Nope, they didn't. But they were talking about me.
Well, you're admitting that they were talking about you. I didn't even say they were talking about you.
You did an unboxing video about the books that I shipped to you.
Yes, and when a box comes destroyed, I'm going to do that every time. I will do that every time.
Well, listen, you made one video about this where you didn't mention my name, and I didn't bother you at all. I didn't say a word to you. It's not until you said my name that you got my attention. And that I felt the need to defend myself from what you're saying.
But you can't defend for what happened. How can you defend it?
I have Jigs. I have hundreds of customers who've received boxes from me.
I understand.
Have not had damaged goods. It's an unfortunate incident that I believe is nobody's fault.
Okay.
And it was rectified to the satisfaction of the buyer.
We actually could move on.
Yes.
Sir.
Listen, he didn't say you didn't take care of it at the end of the day. Right?
I actually said he took care of it. I actually said he took care of it.
He didn't say he didn't take care of all, like, you know, because I thought it was going a different route. But at the end of the day, you did what you're supposed to, right? As a seller, correct?
I believe I did.
Okay. He got his money back. What's the issue? All of it. So
you're right. There's no issue.
So all he's doing is telling his story. So if you got offended or feel that you gotta come and, you know, clear your name for something that you said you didn't do anything wrong, it's kind of doesn't make sense. Because why are you defending something that you said you did nothing wrong?
Oh, because he's telling people that I'm a shitty seller.
He never said at any time that you was a shitty seller. At no time.
Jigs, did you listen to what you listened to the whole thing from the beginning?
Yes.
Did you feel by what you were listening?
No, listen, hold on. I felt from this is. Let me just be totally honest. From
who's the other guy here? Let's say. What does he think?
What do I think? I wasn't really
What-
listening to it. I was cooking my lunch.
How maybe I misunderstood what he was saying then. Well, who that was saying?
Because
Because
I
I
love
heard him say, "I won't deal with this seller anymore." I heard that.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong about that?
I
Yeah,
didn't
but
hear
the way
that.
he said it was like he's not just gonna get from you. Okay. Listen, if you shipped me those books like that and they came damaged, I would never. I can't say the cuss word. Sorry. I wouldn't deal with you at all. Whether I got my refund back or not, that's my given right. Is I wouldn't buy from you again.
Would you make a YouTube video and tell everyone my name and
I think
how
I've done a
unhappy you were?
couple before. I think I've done a couple before that I've actually threatened somebody on YouTube. Kind of got me in a little trouble, but
All right, and that's within 12 hours of getting your refund fully refunded to you within 12 hours time of me receiving the books.
no, I didn't get all that. I didn't get all my stuff. Like I said, he didn't say you did anything wrong. Right? At the end of the day,
then why? I'm just curious why he wouldn't want to be. Why he wouldn't buy? Why he would
I
tell
just
his
want you to
YouTube
watch
channel?
the video from the beginning. Brady, just watch the video from the beginning. Listen to his statement. It wasn't like he said, "Hey guys, I got a shitty seller, and this is what this bozo did to me." He didn't say that. Most of us would have started that way.
Shit, they got people that do the videos that started off with bozo.
Yes. Look, this is what he didn't do that. And like I said,
and they'll put their picture with a bozo outfit on.
But I don't think he didn't go that route. He just showed what happened. He shipped the books, right? He showed how the books were shipped. He did a video for that showing, he was upset because, of course, we all be upset when the books come damaged.
So I deserve to be called out by name.
Now, I'm not going to say that, all right?
Now, that part, I would concede to you. That's the only part I would concede to you.
Thank you.
And I will say this because I am a man, and I would say I apologize for saying that part.
Perfect.
Because maybe that part it depends on the person. Because like he explained his experiences, depends on the person. Some people would have did even worse, said even worse, done even worse. But I would concede that I could have kept that part to myself and just continue with the story. And like I said at the end, it was a positive note. And like I said before, I wouldn't, but I'm not telling anybody not to. And I said because of my experience I had with you as a buyer, I would have it if I had to have an experience in person, I would.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me on to say my piece. I do appreciate that.
So, but and like I said, I will admit to apologize for saying your name.
Appreciate that.
So, and it's sorry we had bad communication on the shipping end, because if I think we would have had better communication on that end as well, probably nothing would have this last video wouldn't have been posted.
You're probably right. Yeah. Listen, you got everything you wanted. That's all I wanted to tell.
Yeah.
Anyone who's listening, you got everything.
And I said that
You got more than what you asked for. I did my best to treat you as fairly as I possibly could, given the circumstance. That was unfortunate. That's it for me, guys. I don't want to.
All right. Well, you have a good night, sir. And
you too.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, Brady. You have a good one.
What's up, Legend?
No, not this guy.
I didn't know what Legend was gonna say.
Legend would have said something.
Seriously, because the thing is, I've known you so long, Russ.
Yeah.
You were the one that got me into auctions back in 2015 after the We Love Comics auctions, man.
Yeah.
And dude, you were the guy that started it all for the whole community. And I would turn my camera on, but I'm sitting on the pot right now.
We didn't need to know that.
We didn't need to know that.
Too much information. That's some CPAP.
Don't y'all think that's yes? Nola
said if Jigs is the voice of reason, it's an interesting development. Well, I couldn't say much because every time I said something, I was interrupted. But I just sometimes better to be quiet about things. But I do appreciate Kyle, Jigs, even Legend jumping on. Yeah. Well, you didn't know what was going on. You didn't know what was
figures.
going on. Yeah, you didn't know what was going on. So I don't plan on leaving this video up, but we'll see if he does his social media blitz.
I'll give him.
You know what I mean?
I'll give him one thing. He was a man to come on and iron it out with you. You know, so
yeah.
I know.
You know, the first video you did was very informational, and you know, you did it for protection of yourself, but not only you, but hell, for the seller too. When the UPS, you know, the box was damaged, and then you opened up the box, and there was one sheet of bubble wrap, and then the books were both inside a bubble envelope, like, you know, pretty thin bubble envelope, by the way. And then, of course, there were some peanuts, but all the peanuts shifted down to the bottom. So, yeah, hopefully in the future he can just, you know, package a little better, you know.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's all. And like I said, I did at the end. It ended up being positive. I did get all my money back. I mean, I did say that multiple times.
Yeah.
You know, sorry. He, you know, could I have said his name or not said his name? Yeah, I mean, you could do either or, but I got like Jigs has told him, and I know people in the chat can say that people have done way worse videos. Way worse videos. I mean, this guy, I've seen some of his videos. Yeah. So
me too. I've been
listen, I didn't use any profanity. Well, because first I know your family's right there, so I was like, yeah, let me not go that route.
Yeah, and that's why I was trying to end it, because I didn't want, you know, I don't want my daughter, like she can hear the
tone and the voice,
inflection.
the tone.
She can hear the tone in your voice and stuff. So I didn't want to keep it going for that point. You know, if people ban me from their platform, that's perfectly fine. You know, I wasn't the one that sent the stuff out. I just was the person who wanted their money back.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I work very hard for my money. I don't make a lot of money. Like I was trying to. That's what I was trying to amplify to him. I'm not a thousandaire, a millionaire. So yes, I wanted every penny back. I'm sorry. I thought I didn't understand what was the big point of me asking for all my money back, but I don't know. Man, let me see what some of the chat is saying. I don't know. Say who wants
Nola over there talking smack.
Nola can join if he wants to talk smack. Yeah, it was a little drama, unnecessary drama. And see, Sid is like, you need to say the name to sell the virus. Yeah, you know, yeah. But I didn't say it in a malicious way. You know what I mean? I didn't say this bozo. This,
I mean, I used to go hard on Jason Smith when that fool sent media mail. He's supposed to be the flag, and he sent media.
You know,
and highly like we kind of mentioned that. I know you joined a little late. We actually kind of mentioned that said it's in a great package and you still could have damage. And you know,
nice guy.
Great power comes great responsibility too.
Nice guy hot. You guys got nice guy hot. Who had nicest guy on damn YouTube?
They were wrapped up with duct tape.
Weapon X is funny. Weapon X is funny. Either Mr. Collector said I was thinking it was Monday. I wasn't. If you notice, I kept a cool, calm and collective. I'm not gonna get all hype about it.
Russ,
I was about to get out the box on one instance, but I had
Russ, you're still our five-time champion, baby. Big boy book champion.
Yeah, so yeah, but I can't wait to see what I guess it's said about me. Oh, what's up, Just a Little Podcast? I don't know if you're still here. I can't wait to see what's said about me on I guess on his platform.
He got millions of followers.
Yeah.
He probably won't. You'll be all right.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Counsel you?
Yes, tell you don't ask for your money back when you want it back. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't know what they would say. But yeah, so
How about that Jigs? Jigs in the house, man.
Liz said, "Daddy, staying calm."
Yep.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to join to just hang out at this point, I'll put the link. I'll put the link if anybody wants to join us to hang out.
Mario.
Yeah, my little Mario text
What's
message.
your mouth, Weapon X?
Yeah.
Everybody got jokes now. Somebody must have text somebody and told them, "Hey, the hell y'all? Hey, take all y'all asses back wherever y'all came from." All right.
Yeah. So it's a very interesting night. That was actually wasn't supposed to be interesting.
I know.
But I mean, I really encourage him or anybody else who doesn't know anything about YouTube stuff and watch videos about people doing these type of videos. They are a lot more vicious, I guess you would say. But
yeah.
And I will change the title because I could see another thing that would be offensive. I will change it to "I won't buy from the seller." I will change that part. I won't. So, but I did put "do not buy," but
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I did. I saw the title and I just realized, but I put that title. So I put, when I did that title, I did that title when we were going back and forth, me trying to get the full refund. That's when I actually put that title up. He said we got a drama segment for wine and cheese and comments. Sans, if you do this, I better be on that. I'm not gonna say nothing bad, nothing negative. I better be invited for that segment. I better be invited for that segment. So I think Sans is not streaming, but X-Men Mike is doing a sale. X-Men Mike is actually doing a sale tonight. So shout out there. What's up, Sister Silver Smith? I didn't even see you in here. So I mean, I'll defer to the chat and you guys for this question I'm about to ask. I know certain things I might have been wrong about, which is maybe saying his name and maybe the title that I just realized how the title was. Did I do anything else wrong? The chat can answer and the panel can answer because y'all here first. But did I do anything else wrong that shouldn't have been done? I'm just curious.
I think everything was spot on, man. You had all the proof. You showed the first video, smart move there. To show the packaging. You made the like the follow-up video that kind of was explaining, what you're waiting on. Is he going to do the reholder thing? Is he going to just? And you decided to go full refund. And when you went full refund, then the guy. And you had already paid that money to ship those books back to him, plus the signature confirmation and all that kind of stuff. So you were out that much, and then he didn't want to pay the full price. But then finally, he did. You went through the auction house or the consignment page, and then finally it was all settled and square. And all you did was you say, well, in your deal, you weren't gonna buy from him anymore, but that was just you. That wasn't anyone else. And there's Bonnie. Hey, Bonnie, I got SpongeBob here. Hi, it's so good to see you. You're getting so tall.
You say you're getting so
if you
tall.
ever watch me on TV, always root for me. Never root for Patrick. All right, sorry, new dad. SpongeBob got on, buddy.
All right.
That's why I came.
Okay. Yeah, and Liz is kind of correct on that. Most people wouldn't have invited him, and
that was classy. The minute you told him to come on, that was classy.
But like that's why I wanted a mediator, and I appreciate you joining, Jigs. I knew Kyle didn't really know what was going on, so Kyle just chilling and his toys falling down in the back. So that's why I wanted somebody to mediate. I didn't want it to go in the back and yell and forth, Matt. Like I said, the only like Nola said, doesn't matter what we think. You think I said it's a couple things I could have not done, besides those couple things, I don't think nothing else was faux pas. It was a faux pas. Like, yeah, I could have not said his name, and yeah, my title, which I'm gonna change, that I'm gonna change to say I won't buy it from the seller, but I put that up and all that stuff at the heat of the moment when I was only getting not the full amount. Just to clarify that. That's why I put that title up. So that title wouldn't have been
do it on YouTube.
Yeah, but but I appreciate everybody here on YouTube. I appreciate my friends for joining. And a lot of these guys are actually in the chat are close friends of mine as well. So all you guys, I appreciate you guys. Sid, my boy Sid, nice to see you as well. Hood Rat, thank you very much.
I haven't seen some of y'all in a damn long time.
Yeah, but hey, a lot of people watch my stuff, but when when it got a little heated and they saw the stuff going on, people joined.
Almost went left.
Again, Michael Baker got a wrench. I thought he had one in the past, so you got one, Mike, because you're always in the chat. I thought you already had one. Well, Hood Rat, I don't want you to not buy from him, but I just want to show my experience. That's all I want to do at the end of the day. And it's sorry he didn't get the content part. People do different content.
You guys gotta rewind it.
Yeah, but I appreciate everybody hanging in here. Appreciate all the thumbs up. Even if I got thumbs down, I appreciate all you guys. So that's all I can say about the incident. But definitely check out X-Men Mike tonight. I don't know if he's live now, but he's doing a sale. I think I'm gonna join him and hang out. At least.
I didn't know it was after 8.
It's after 8. Huh? He should be live. Is he live now?
I don't think so.
Liz said I got my own wrench. Liz, you don't even have a wrench. I'm gonna give you a wrench though. I'm gonna give you I thought you had one too, Liz.
I was like,
gotta give my girl Liz a wrench.
Save the day. Yeah. Hey.
I actually said that. Gave them very good positive. I said, grills. I said, I gave them very positive on the communication, and I'm trying to clarify at the end. I'm not made of money, so 1760.
Who is
1760 is a lot of money, and that's the only reason. So, and I'm sorry he took offense of me messaging him the shipping updates. I thought I was actually helping out doing that, but so I apologize for that.
Twice.
You get a wrench.
Cupcake.
You get a wrench. Willie said, "I need a cupcake." He just said, "Did a full refund?" Yeah. Actually, and I appreciate you joining. I don't even know who Skeleton Joe is, but I like the name. Mike said 9, all right. But yeah, you're actually correct. If the full amount would have been sent, this video wouldn't even been happening. Let's be honest. 100%.
Oh yeah, I think anybody would have been upset if we bought something. It comes damaged, we send it back, and they're gonna send you everything back but your shipping. I would think anybody would be a little hot.
And I think I actually explained the instance why I did it with the. I don't know if I explained it here or I know I just talked about it, but it happened to me in my when I started selling with a consignment page on Instagram, and I gave the guy a full refund. I didn't give I gave him a full refund once I received the package back. It was actually a Young Avengers 1/9/8 signed by Alan Kinberg. He didn't like. He said the book is not a 9/8. Even the consignment page says it's great. It says a 9/8. He said, "Oh, they got an imperfection And anybody who knows grading, like you can get a 9.8 with an imperfection on the book. But yeah, he ended up sending it back to me, and I gave him a full refund. You know, it was I think at the time it was like $5.99 or $4.99. He got the whole amount back. So, but that was just Michael Bigger says, "How dare you share?" Yeah, but we'll see. It was pretty hot about the whole situation. So, but yeah. What y'all got going on, man? I don't think y'all got anything going on. You doing a late night jigs?
No, I don't know. Listen, this was too much exciting for me. So
too much exciting.
Hey.
Oh, my boy, Boston Chris is in the house. Boston Chris. The man himself.
Hey, Chris.
Chris, baby.
A little dark around me because we're discussing dark things, and I don't like to do that in a well-lit area because of the fact that we're gonna get dark. We're gonna be. No, I'm just joking. I was just chilling. I didn't just hanging out and saw this was on, so I was like, "Oh, let me see what's going on." So,
did you catch all of everything?
No. I just actually came back from getting something to eat, and
popped up now.
I just saw it was on. I was like, "Oh." Well, that's why the lights on. There we go. See?
Yeah. It was a lot. But like I said, I appreciate Jigs being a mediator. And like Nola said, he can't believe Jigs.
Oh, me?
Wait a minute. Why? Did you actually have the person on to yell at you and be like, "How dare you"?
No, it was really simple.
It had its moments,
yeah.
But at the end of the day, I let him express his.
But he was live on here, so he was like, "You did these bad things." I did nothing bad to anybody.
Find it out. Yeah.
I'm
and just to let if he's still watching, he doesn't know
he's
the
watching.
video.
I have no idea. I know nothing.
No, that's what I said. You don't know the whole thing, and not because he might take offense if you said. So yeah, he don't know everything. He just yeah.
I didn't think
I just showed up, so I have no idea.
I don't think I had it.
I'm proud of
my whole impression of just a person trying to be like, "How dare you?" That's just me, just being me. I'm just joking around, so I don't know anything. I just showed up. That's it.
You came at the right time.
Yeah. Kyle's hair.
Hey, I appreciate the 35 to 40 people who were in here watching this whole thing. That's all I can appreciate that. I mean, like I said, I wasn't trying to be anything wrong about anything, but I was just trying to tell my experience at the end of the day. But that's it. And like I said, there's a couple things I probably could have changed. Maybe the title could have been a little different, and maybe not say his name. But
shit, you should have had his picture up there.
Oh my God!
Come on, man! You know how
graphic content starring Who Dat Comics.
Yes.
Boston.
They're trying to get like other people do. I'm not, but I don't do all that, Jigs. I know,
but that's what you got to do. Like that's how you didn't blast the guy. You're too nice of a guy. First of all, right? Most of us. Oh no, we shit.
I'm like a damn piece of dynamite. I'm like, you mess with my friends, I'm gonna come on and slap some damn.
We're doing a lot
out
more.
of the dentist.
I like Weapon X. I said, put up some books.
No books for sale right now.
I do have some books for sale.
Yeah, you guys.
I don't.
Good job.
There you go, Weapon X. There you go.
Oh.
Detective $640, and that's free shipping.
Pristine, baby.
$40.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
There you go, Weapon X. That's the only thing I had next to me. I just had it. I happen to have it next to me.
I show you a book that should have won me around in the hunt because I reversed it. Yesterday was this great reversal, and it was this just because. I wasn't expecting you to do that reversal on the show. And honestly,
I thought that was going to win a round for us. I didn't think we were going to win the match, but I thought that would have won a round for us.
I'll tell you right now. So that happened to be luck, just because it's in my file cabinet. My file cabinet has something like in front of it, so I was trying to pull it out, and then there was like it just happened to be the top slab. If it was the top slab, I wouldn't have been able to pull it, but that's why I was able to do it. And it was funny just because like how I said it, and he's like, oh, it's like you pull out some Werewolf by Night, like this first appearance of Werewolf by Night, and I just remember saying that ain't hard. I can do that too. Like, that's easy. Like I do that all the time. But you know, it's actually a book I'm really proud of. I got this from Comic Head 84. I want to say, was it last year? Is it last year or the year before? So it's actually definitely one of my favorite books that I have in my collection. So thank you, Comic Head 84, for that. He happened to be selling stuff, and you know, it's just one I'm really proud to own. So like I was actually excited that I got to use that when he was like, pick a hand, who that? I was like, oh. I think my Werewolf by Night number one is that's put away, but this one I can actually get to easily. So, but
Nice.
yeah, no, it's a fun book. I'll tell you, like that werewolf. There's no starting bid. there's no starting bid on that. Fine, you can have it.
Everybody wants to start bid. That's funny.
Of course, it's a great book. Like I'll tell you right now, like that is one of the things when it comes to the Marvel horror titles, like Werewolf and Tomb of Dracula. Like those are such good books that it's I'm actually glad to see that they have.
That's right.
I'm actually glad to see that they have gotten some more love and some more respect as far as being great books. But I'm with you on that one.
Kyle is not selling those action figures. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'll tell you what, it'll cost you so much for shipping to get them to you.
That's true.
It costs you more in shipping.
You can see that he's got that Rogue and then another one behind it. So I'm pretty sure he's got one in all the boxes, and then he's got
there
the
he
same.
Is. Yeah.
He does a double. Oh, look at that! He cut right in the hair. What are you doing?
Hey,
damn, it took
you
that long to
white
get
beard. I'm looking like Jigs.
I appreciate you, Legend, too, as well, man. Thank you for joining.
I appreciate you.
I don't know how long you
go.
stand.
Who that? Man, God bless you and your family. You've been such a great part of my YouTube life as Waka, Boston Chris, and Jigs. I hang out with Jigs when I can, but sometimes he stays up too late, baby. Him and old C-Fat. Big Jim. All right, who that? I'll talk to you again soon. And man, you guys, good luck on the hunt, too. The 5-time big boy book champion. Love y'all guys.
Later,
man.
It's been a long time.
I appreciate that, Sans. Yeah, I mean, it was just a bad experience. Chalk it up to a bad experience. And that's all I'll say. Chalk it up to a bad experience.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know how
I
don't know anything.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, like I just I just came on to hang out. That's it. Like I don't know the real.
It's probably been a few years since all three of us and the Legend have all been live.
Oh, Legend's been a long time.
Yeah.
Like
I don't even
remember the last time. I mean, it's been at least like 5 years. Legend.
Yeah.
So I can't even give you a good year. Like when was it? The way I know it is because it's at least 2 jobs ago, or 1 job ago, I should say. Because I worked my current job, and then the job I had before that. I want to say that's the last time I hung out.
All we
Legend.
need now is Splash Page Comics.
Splash was on earlier today, so
yeah, I saw him with Robert.
Yeah,
Gelman.
he was in the hunt chat.
Yeah, it's too early for me, that show, because it's like it
was a learning experience too. Definitely was a learning experience.
And you guys get to see me without cussing. It's normally not the
Pizza places, no.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I like Nola said, right? I have to give you 2 thumbs up. Like,
because I heard your wife or your kid. I was like, okay, let me at least Yeah, you know, some of us got putty mouths.
Yeah, well, it didn't get it didn't they didn't hear any they didn't actually didn't hear you guys. They just heard my voice
Oh,
and my how my
oh
voice.
yeah,
and
but
what
you
I
could
was
tell it
saying.
was going up. The temperature was going up.
Yeah, yeah, and
But
I'm trying to keep
I
it.
ain't even gonna say nothing now. All right, I'll say something later, but I don't.
Yeah, I could tell.
Well, it was only really
corner.
it was one instance where it was.
I didn't want you. Listen, man, you work too hard for your channel. I can get your shit taken like that. That's what's sad, because if you say one thing, they YouTube be on you. They be on you. Yeah, so
well, that's the thing. Like that's across everywhere. Like even if you play like video games on Call of Duty, I've noticed. I have a friend of mine who just like he's very, very easily angered, just playing the game. And then of course in the lobby where everyone can sit there and say, "Oh, like you suck," and then it doesn't take much for him to sit there and just lose his mind. So he's sitting there and he got a ban for 14 days because he just went off on somebody and told them about their mother and this and that. And then
it's bad now. Like you can get banned. You can get banned easy now. So it's almost best to not even have your mic on while you're playing. Because I heard the bans like I think it's like 3 times now. You can get banned forever. Like it's
they take one time and ban you for life. They don't even.
Well,
is that right? Yeah.
I got in trouble on Facebook because all I was doing was someone was like, "Oh, like what's the next lyric in the song?" So I'm sitting there and I quoted the next lyric in the song, and it was NWA song, and then next thing I know, they're like, "You can't comment for a month because of what you said." And I was like, "What the?" I was like, "It was the lyrics to the song. Like, what happened here?" But that's all it is. Like, you just gotta because I guess in their mind, they're like, you said this to this person, and that's not right. I'm like, no, that's what you said way back in the day. I'm just quoting what but it's just like a lot of things when it comes to keeping everything, I guess, on a even playing field. They do monitor everything, so you just got to be careful what you say, especially if it gets heated, especially if it's directed towards somebody. But I mean, from what it sounds like everything was good, so that's good. Glad everything.
You got to rewatch it. You got to rewatch it.
No, exactly.
I didn't say much because I tried to, and every time I try to say a sentence, it.
Oh well.
Yeah, but I'm moving on. It's not worth the headache. So say like that.
Not at all.
Oh well.
He said, "I was hoping Waka would have been eating popcorn in the corner."
That's the thing. Kyle's not a drama guy. Kyle just sit there and make, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah, true.
That's about all you get from Kyle. That's all you get from Kyle. And then
like, what the hell you got me involved in?
Yeah.
No, Kyle just sitting there like, "Oh yeah." And then if you do say something that gets on his nerves, they're like, "Oh well,
no, he wasn't saying that.
So on him
Kyle
to be
was like this.
Well, that's the thing. If it had gone raw and Kyle had gotten mad at either one of them, he'd like if he had got mad at Huda, he would have been like, "Oh well, saw it on you, Huda. That was bad on you. Saw it on you." And so if you hear saw it on somebody, that means they're in trouble. Kyle's mad at him like, "How dare you?"
Yeah, you know me too well, eh?
Saw it on you.
Oh well.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody.
Anyhow, that was good. That's good.
Good learning experience, man.
Yeah, so I'll probably just take this off air. If anybody wants to join the off air, you can speak your piece, join the off air. Because you might have people that want to come on here and not say what they say it on the video or whatever. But you guys are more than welcome to. I'm more than welcome to join the off air, which I'll start in about 2 minutes. So we'll end it in about 2 minutes. That's all I can say.
Well, I appreciate your professionalism through this whole entire thing. That was impressive. I will say
I almost lost it at one point, but thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. That's why I was like, when it hit me, I was like, you kind of laughed. I said,
yeah, because I knew I knew. I was like, come on. It's like we've been through this for too many years. You know.
It's like, man.
The line has been crossed.
Yeah, and Chris don't even know that part. So I will tell Chris we'll tell Chris offline. Thank you, Hialeah. I appreciate Hialeah. I appreciate you. We gotta whenever you in the area, Hialeah, definitely let me know. We gotta hang out. If anybody else wants to join, I see somebody in the background. So if anybody else wants to join, hit the link. But like I said, got the super chat giveaway. This is gonna be the super chat giveaway for the end of the year. So Wonder Man number 1 in the 9.8. You can win it for $2. And if the more super chats we get, the better the prize is, which I think I'm going to increase the prize because Mr. Drew became a channel member. And I think, did he send a super chat and a channel member? But I know he was a channel member. I know he joined the channel. Yeah. So appreciate you, Drew. You definitely getting spots on the giveaway. And that's an automatic way for you to get spots for giveaways. So again, if anybody wants to join, he said, I'm glad I wasn't on. I would have lost it. I would have lost it. So I'm gonna post the link one more time, and then we're gonna end it. We're gonna chit chat backstage. So appreciate you guys. You guys have a rest of the weekend and be wonderful. Be blessed. Keep collecting, and that's it, man. Peace.